if we can get the name changed. Can I have a proposer for that?
Oh.
Seconder? And then the second proposal on the table is an amendment, and that is to put the garages back up for sale. So can I have a proposal for that?
I'll propose that.
Second it?
I'll second
Okay, I'm not having any further comments on this one. So can I have a show of hands for deferring until we can see if the survey can be put into our name?
I think she did that.
that. Yeah, makes sense.
1, 2, 3, 4. And then votes for who think we should put this back up for sale, which will need an extraordinary meeting to confirm that. So that's a tie. So some people have voted twice, so I need you to vote for one or the other. One is that we're proceeding with the surveys and sort the surveys out. The other is that we're going to have an extraordinary meeting to discuss the sale
Well, you want the bill changing now,
garages.
you want the bill in the council's name, not the Fussi's name.
Yeah.
So that's why we all agreed to that.
So you want to now vote separately and not
Yeah.
just on one? So,
Well, they're both proposals, aren't they?
okay,
Which you've got a bill to pay.
okay, so we'll vote for them separately, we'll go back through it. So you're voting just on going back to the company, getting the name changed to Cheddleton Parish Council, and then paying that bill.
Yeah.
So votes for that?
Is it?
That's gone
Is it
through.
CV?
Votes against it though, just out of transparency. Okay, so then the next vote is to have an extraordinary meeting to discuss putting the garages
So we're
up
discussing
for
it.
sale. Well, it's to sell them, but we'll need an extraordinary meeting to go through all the finer details of it.
And discuss what we can do.
Yeah.
Or actually.
Well, this is to sell it, but have an extraordinary meeting to go through the finer details of how we're going to sell it, because we can't decide that tonight, we haven't got enough time and not enough information.
Will that be a closed meeting?
I don't know at the minute. It's a proposal that I'll have to look into.
I think we should have a meeting. It's not, I think we should have a meeting on the garages and then decide at the end of that meeting whether it's on or not.
No, that we already decided that.
But these are the two proposals that we're putting on the table, so we need to just move on. So can I have a show of hands
I don't think
who
they know
wants
what
to
they're
sell the
voting.
garages, which will then have an extraordinary meeting to discuss the finer details of it all. Okay, and who's against that? So, what are you putting your hand up between me and then
I don't really want to, but if that's what you want to.
Okay, anyone abstaining? Okay, so that's going ahead. So I will
What's
sort
going ahead?
out with the chair an extraordinary meeting and I'll get the details so that I just need to investigate it a bit more. Okay, so no, it will have to be sold directly.
He said
No, it's all right, I'm just saying that I want to you will want to
Get the best price.
all right.
They have to go for auction, won't they?
Okay, moving on to number 12, Community Centre Car Park. To confirm the new permit agreement with the Community Centre Car Park. Any questions? Can I get a proposer?
I'll propose it.
I'll second
Show of hands. Okay, sorry, going back to the payments because we didn't go back to them. So the payments list then you've all received. So apart from the payment to the surveyor, which obviously we've just voted on that, I need to see if we can get into our name, are the rest of the payments okay? Has anyone got comments? No, okay, so proposer, seconder, show of hands. Okay,
They're going to pay for painting.
number 13, memorial bench. So you've all read it. Any questions regarding the memorial bench with the quotes? So the only thing with this one is the engraved memorial actually comes with option A. So it'll be whether you want to still charge that element back to Wetley Rocks Village Hall so they can be part of this. That element part is £50. Just so you know.
Are there any questions to this report?
Yep.
Nice report.
So it was on the committee, at the Wetley Rocks Village Hall committee, that they wanted to purchase a bench as well. But speaking with Louise, the caretaker, obviously their finances aren't the greatest either. And we both don't need to buy a bench.
I think best
So-
about it, yeah. For the community.
Well, I suggested if I brought it to the council here, we purchase the bench and they purchase the plaque, so everyone can feel involved, but it doesn't cost them too much.
Excellent. Yeah,
I would propose that.
Yeah.
have a vote on that now.
Okay. So show of hands for that one. Great. Next, number 14, the notice board. So the community notice board just outside here has been repaired 3 times since I've been here, and it's getting beyond repair. So we kind of do need a new one.
I propose we have a new
The
one.
choice of having the cheapest one, which is as I understand, is a drop down one again,
No, they're no good.
is it not?
No, then that flick up, you mean? The
Oh,
little
does
anybody actually look out
All right, then we
I
get.
can't go.
They're not very
They
good.
need 2 doors.
Do they?
Slightly zero.
Oh, yes, it might be, yeah.
We've got one on the green with,
What is good? It's my mother backs everything up on social media anyway, don't she?
So,
We have a new one, the best quality.
so the proposal is to go with company A,
The double door.
double door.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so Lorraine, have you proposed that one?
Yeah.
Okay, show of hands.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
lighting tables are filled up with the head. Yeah. Edges are there.
Item 15, Amazon account, you've all read it, any queries?
Is there any particular reason why it's Amazon?
Saves you business account and they're quite cheap normally. And get them
Yeah.
delivered. But I suppose it's more convenient.
Yeah, it's convenient, you
The
can,
best choice.
look at they've got loads of different items on there, haven't they? If we
Yeah.
go with someone like Tippers, then they might need another account with a stationery company. But obviously I'll still look for best value for money.
So, sorry to prolong the thing, but so on what basis are they supplying them? They're not a contractor.
Amazon.
Amazon, what will Amazon be then? Just a supplier?
Yeah, you can shop for the better
Shop.
deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll be a wider choice.
No, Amazon. Do you want to change it to have an account with them then? Okay. Should we defer it and have a look? Okay.
See something else, guys.
Sorry, so Councillor Greyhart here has just mentioned about a possible cheaper option, so proposals on the table to defer that until we can look into this option as well.
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, so proposal, are you proposing that? And a seconder for that?
I'll second.
Okay, show of hands.
I think we prefer
Okay.
this one rather than.
We still need to vote on the deferral because people might want to go back to the original proposal. Okay, 16, utilities contracts. So one has expired, which is the electricity, and the gas is due to expire at the end of this month. So I've had the broker that got us the deals last time have a look at it. And I've also looked at Octopus. I looked at Octopus because on the Clark's Forum a lot
We've
of
got them,
people
they're
have
good.
had quotes from them and they were the cheapest.
Mm.
Plus also if we did go down the solar route, obviously the deal with solar, which
We do like
a lot of contractors
yeah.
don't.
7 years selected the best.
Yeah,
Nine,
Yeah.
I think.
they are good,
9.
especially if you can lock in as well, I think you get a better deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's worked out a lot cheaper
Yeah.
with them. So
I
Any-
propose that we go
Yeah.
with Octopus Energy 24 fixed month
Yeah.
okay,
contract.
I'll second it.
show of hands. Okay, earmarked reserves. So this is literally something we have to do for the audit. So it's to agree that the earmarked reserves, and sorry, I just need an amendment because I haven't wrote it out correctly, is the attached earmarked reserves to roll forward to the next financial year. Okay, so proposal for that.
I'll propose that.
I'll second it.
Okay, show of hands. Perfect. Next one, poll cards. So, when a by-election is called, we're asked to sign off getting poll cards issued. Now, luckily, with the by-election that's going to be coming up, we've had just about enough time. I've got the deadline tomorrow to sign it off. So which is why I put this on, is to get delegated,
I propose that the poll cards.
delegated authority to the clerk so that I can approve them in future. So I can just get them signed off and sent if we're always going to have poll cards, which is,
You've got to have the
We've also got poll cards.
well, you
We
can-
haven't got
you
to.
can do it yourselves, but no parish actually, that I know of, does it themselves because it's too much work involved.
Cheddleton Council.
Yeah, Cheadle aren't they? No.
I'll second it.
Okay, show of hands. Okay, annual parish meeting, so the annual parish meeting is scheduled for the 28th of April at 7:30. That'll be issued as soon as possible. I'll make sure that members of the public have 7 days notice, not 3 days notice, as normal meetings. Date of next meeting, the next full council meeting will be held on Tuesday the 28th of April as well at 8 PM at Wetley Rocks Village Hall.
So they're both taking place at that one.
Yes.
Is that it?
That's just falling back in with the calendar of events that was agreed. at the
Yeah, it's
beginning
already
of
on
the
the
year.
calendar.
We've just had hiccups because of
Can we
things not available. and,
Yeah.
Looking into that.
Can we have a copy of the calendar?
The calendar
Is it on the website?
it should be on the website.
Right, okay.
Um,
On the new one?
it probably won't be on the new one
Oh,
because
right.
I'm going to then be doing the new calendar for the next year.
Of course.
So it goes up to start of May.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
May I just ask, are councillors aware that several documents that you say are attached, they're not attached for us? They were last time, but policy review, the highway issues, the garages report, community centre car park information and earmarked reserves were not attached. I have emailed you about this, but I don't think you've seen it today. They were not attached for the public, is that correct? Do councillors realise we haven't seen them, so we won't be watchdogging them?
Okay, I'm sorry if you sent an email today. I haven't seen it. I've been focused on the new website because the current website stops on the 1st of this month. So
Alright.
I've been looking at that.
I just tried just in case I could catch you, but can you confirm that we weren't supposed to see them?
So new policies, this has been raised quite a bit locally with clerks at the minute, is that if a policy's put on the website and then there's corrections made and then a new one put up, there's a lot of confusion. So I didn't put the policies on. The earmarked reserve should have been on there, so if they're not, I do apologise.
Well, I might be wrong because I was.
No, they weren't on there. They weren't on there.
The information about this car park.
The car park, because the report wasn't entitled the Cheddleton Parish Council, I needed to see if it was approved first before putting it on.
Okay, and the garage is the same.
I thought that's what you were just
No,
on
the
about.
community centre car park agreement.
Parking.
Oh right.
The policy, I
I've gone
think.
through the agenda. I've looked through which are attached because had an email from a resident who said to me, "I'm looking at the agenda for tonight. I can't see several of the documents which are marked attached." So I had a quick look for that person and I emailed you. And I think I'm correct that there were, I think, 5 marked
3.
attached that weren't.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
3 are. Is it intentional, that's all? And
No,
you said
it's not intentional, to be honest. If the earmarked reserves aren't on there, I do apologise.
Well,
I thought I'd added them.
don't apologise, I could be wrong. But there were 3 additions and several